bilumono. Bakalika yeso ina yeso mawane pe. Baba yeliwe ina bilumono. Bakalika yeso ina yeso mawane pe. Gano dende, rasta so dende. 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 Yoika mubi oba na batene samia. Ya chaga mubi oba na batene samia. Yoika mubi oba na batene samia. Ya chaga.
Good morning. It is yet another lovely moment to have you on the screens of GH Police Television. It is 24th June 2026, and you're welcome to the wonderful, wholesome Wednesday edition of the Safe Start Show, your ultimate morning companion for a secure and vibrant day ahead. I'm Sergeant Yao-Boy Tibuatin, your host, bringing you the pulse of safety live from the National Police Headquarters. Now, this show is streaming live on all our social media platforms, precisely on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, on X. Let's get mutually active. Let's get dialogic. Send us your questions, your thoughts, your comments, your observations, and we'll do well and read them out to you again. We are also available on the digital satellite television channel 362. Joining me this morning as my co-host is the house young policewoman, Sergeant Teresa Adu. Good morning, Tess.
Good morning, Sergeant Boite.
How are you doing?
Very well. Hope you are doing good yourself.
I'm also doing excellent. Yesterday, the Black Stars were able to pick a vital draw against the Three Lions of England.
Right.
By packing the train. Yes. Massive defensive work.
Very much.
Yes, because, you know, if you know you are traveling on a long journey and your vehicle is not in a good shape, you don't overspeed.
Yeah.
Or you don't do things on the road that will expose
you.
Your vehicle, you know. Yeah, so yesterday we knew that there were going to be some threats from the English team. And so we were worried about them.
Right.
And so it was important, it was imperative that we solidify our defense setup. And yesterday, when you listen to all football analysts or pundits, they confessed that Ghana's strategy really rolled out or mapped out well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because, I mean, you could really tell the mental fortitude with which they, attached to the match.
Exactly.
It's just that I didn't like the fact that they actually kept the ball almost all the time in their post. It put
the Black Stars.
The Black Stars. It mounted pressure on them, and I think probably going forward they should look. But the defense was very solid.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Semenyo also,
Who Semenyo?
Is it Semenyo or
Semenyo? Yeah, we have Semenyo and we have Senaya.
Semenyo the 11.
Yeah, so yes. Semenyo is that. Antoine Semenyo.
He had a nice opportunity to have passed the ball in the 44th minute. That's the first half.
Okay.
But I think he actually held on to it, and that was the bit of it.
Yeah.
But aside that, I think they actually did well on the defensive side.
Yes, yes. I think that was a strategy designed or developed by the head coach, Coach Carlos Queiroz. When you watch him so well, he's a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
And so going into the game against England, a team that have won 4-2 against Croatia, it tells you that when it comes to the attacking machinery, they are so dangerous. Yeah, so it was important that we are going to prevent them from scoring. Yes, and then the other game between our two other participants in the same group, Croatia and Panama, also ended 1-0 in favor of Croatia. So now we have 4-4-3.
All right.
It's only Panama that have zero points. But in England, they are 4, Ghana we have 4, and then Panama, Croatia also have 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so our last game on Saturday against Croatia is going to be a very crucial match.
Right.
But then Ghana, I think we need a draw to qualify.
Okay.
And then Croatia also come hard and fight. It's also if that win or draw.
Definitely. Yes. So we should aim higher than the draw. At least if we get a 1 or 2, that'll be fine. Because they would also be fighting back to, maintain a position in there. So
exactly. Anyway, the World Cup continues. I think yesterday also another African team also lost. DR Congo, that is Democratic Republic of Congo. They lost by a lone goal against Colombia, or they lost to Colombia 1-0.
Yeah. All right. So it means they are out, or
technically they are not ruled out entirely. They only have 1 point.
Okay.
Their last game, if they're able to win, it means they're going to get 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So as it stands now, Colombia has they have 6 points. Portugal have 4. So if DR Congo is able to beat Uzbekistan, then it means that they're going to gain, which is likely they may win that match.
Right.
Yeah. So we have some provision for the best third place teams.
Okay.
If you're able to amass maybe 3-4 points with enough goals, you may qualify to the next round of the tournament. Yeah.
We wish them the best.
Yes, and this is a tournament, so nobody's interested in fine football. The most important thing is that you are able to qualify to the next stage of the competition. That's the most important thing.
That's it, yeah.
End your draw, end your 3 points, and that is it.
Sure.
You can play the nicest football on this planet, but if you lose, you lose. You go home, and nobody will remember you for your nice football. Exactly. So on that score, let's send big congratulations to the Black Stars yesterday for that emphatic and then solid play against the Three Lions of England. Personally, Tess, you knew I was not optimistic about this match. Yes, I knew we were going to lose.
They were going to lose, yeah.
But then the strategy deployed by the head coach really played out well, and so we had that vital 1 point, and that is going to really propel us against our game on Saturday against the Croatians. Hopefully, that one we can secure some 3 points or even a draw.
We hope so.
Yes,
we hope so.
All right, so we are ready to kickstart your day safely on the same platform, whether you are thinking about moving out from your respective destinations, because Ghana Black Stars drew yesterday, and so maybe there may be heavy vehicular traffic on our stretch, or even planning your weekend from today. Today is Wednesday's midweek, and so you are planning, how to organize your events on Saturdays or Sunday. We've got you covered. We'll be starting off with our traffic updates, where my colleague Sergeant Tusi Brahma will be joining us. He's in fact in the studios today. Earlier, he visited a particular spot in Accra on the Graphic Road, where he'll be bringing us some pictorial view of how vehicular movement and all of that is currently ongoing. Police officers who work at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department have been deployed to control and manage traffic. And so we'll be bringing us those developments later. We'll dive in with police-related stories that are shaping our communities. Police officers or colleagues who are ready to do us those honors are ready with us in the studios as well. We'll take time and then move to the police hospital when it's time for essential health tips, where we'll be bringing you a comprehensive development on a particular health subject, which is so pivotal to your human development as well. And then your birthday wishes. Police officers, their loved ones, our colleagues from sister state security agencies who are celebrating their birthdays will take time and share in their excitement as well. Live on air. We said that there is a dedicated number on your screen. If you're a police officer, you have any loved one whom you want us to share in their birthdays, please send us your picture, your message at least a day before, and we'll do well and then share or celebrate you in that regard. And then with our big conversation today, Sergeant Tess, we are having a guest from the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons.
Right.
There was a window that was opened for a gun amnesty, and the window has been shut.
Right.
It has come to an end. Right. It has been concluded. So we'll be receiving a guest from the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons to tell us how they fared during this particular window. It is in Ghana, the official body that is responsible to control firearms proliferation is the National Commission on Small Arms and then Light Weapons.
That's true.
Exactly. So when the guest comes in, he's going to help us to understand what they do, their mandates, and then how they fared during this particular window.
Right.
Yes. So these are other things that you should expect on today's edition of the Safe Start Show live on GH Police Television. We are ready to kick the ball rolling, but before that, we are going for our first break. When we resume, we'll keep up the momentum. Remember that the Safe Start leads to a great day. Stay on. We're right back. Welcome back from that break and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. And so we are getting in straight with our traffic updates. And as I mentioned earlier, my colleague Sergeant Yusuf Brahma is back with us in the studios after his early visits at the Graphic Road to tell us what is basically happening there when it comes to vehicular movement and all of that. Good morning, Brahma.
Good morning, Big Man.
Your response is quite gloomy. Why?
Good morning, Big Man.
Exactly. You know, you should speak with that kind of vim, right? Because I know you're motivated, you know.
You see, you guys, you see, you had a draw, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, it is good. Like I said, I mean, you mentioned that England is beatable.
Oh yes,
right.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But I mean, I was quite surprised.
But with this our team, I don't think if we had opened up to play nice football,
it would have been a
brambles.
disaster. Yeah, it would have been a disaster. So I think it was a game plan that was well executed.
Exactly.
And then the intention, I think, was to frustrate the opponent.
Very well.
And then we did that to perfection.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have 4 points. Like I said, even if we don't get any point again, we are lucky to go through as one of the best third place teams. So, kudos to the guys. But you wonder how long we are going to
absolutely, you know, because once you have done with the group stages, you are moving to the round of 32.
That is the trouble.
Are you going to keep playing this style?
The same way?
Yeah, because with that one, when you draw, it means that it is extra time and penalties. You know, so until when are we going to play this?
How are you going to sustain this for
over 120 minutes?
Exactly.
That's the question. Yes,
that's the point. So. Going forward, we should, find a way to go around and playing.
Absolutely.
Because, once we progress, means that the best teams are the ones progressing.
Very well.
Yes, so you're going to meet tougher teams as you progress.
Those who are unable to, keep up the momentum
will be dropped
back in. Exactly. So it tells you that
the best are going out.
So until when will you be packing the bus? You understand?
So even at the preliminary stage, that is where you are packing the bus. The way you are meeting the best out of the 48. Then what are you going to do?
Unless
well, maybe maybe he has a strategy that he will use to
hopefully.
Let's hope so. Yeah. But then kudos to the guys. At least they have done well.
Oh yes, they have.
They did well. All right, so good morning and welcome to today's traffic update on your Safe Start show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma. Today is Wednesday. Usually we were expecting traffic to be, a bit heavy in town, but I think people over celebrated the Blasters draw, so they are still not coming out from their houses. So the traffic situation generally around town is a bit easy, depending on where you are moving around. So before we go into the jurisdiction that we are focusing on today, let's look at the traffic updates around the National Police Headquarters. So from the Dankwa Circle to the Ghana National Fire Service traffic light, the traffic situation is a bit calm this morning. There's no stress at all for you if that is the route that you're using this morning. And also from the Ghana National Fire Service to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, there's also no trouble for you if that is the stretch that you're using. But officers have still been deployed to ensure that you move around easily without any much trouble. So just as my brother said, we are just returning from the Graphic Road, specifically at the Beyeman traffic intersection, where we captured live update of the traffic situation this morning. So, producer, if you're ready, kindly let viewers know exactly what is happening at the Beyeman traffic light on the Graphic Road. All right, so just as you can see on your shots, that is the traffic situation at the Beyeman traffic light on the Graphic Road captured earlier this morning. So the traffic situation, just as you see on your screen, is the one coming from Kaneshie coming to the Beyeman traffic light onto the Graphic Road. So there's free flow of traffic there. You wouldn't have any trouble at all if that is the stretch you are using this morning. An officer has still been deployed there to ensure that you move around easily. Even though the lights are working, he's still managing the traffic manually. So if that's the stretch you are using this morning, note that you don't have any trouble at all. And then also from the Graphic Road coming to the Beyeman traffic light, just as you see on your shot, the traffic situation is very normal. There's free flow of traffic from that side of the road. So if you are moving from somewhere across Central and then you want to use the Graphic Road to Kaneshie, or you're moving to Kwame Nkrumah Circle, you will not have any problem at all this morning. And also from the BMI traffic light to the CMB direction on the graphic road as well. Just as you can see on your shot, there's free flow of traffic there. And then Inspector Daniel Owusu from the Accra Central MTTD has also been deployed, just as you can see on your shot, managing the traffic so that you'll be able to find your way easier than you would have ideally expected when you get to the BMI traffic intersection this morning. And if you're also coming from somewhere around the STC yard and you are joining the graphic road, just as you can see on your shot, the road is virtually empty. So there's free flow of traffic also from that section of the road as well. So you wouldn't have any trouble at all. If you're turning to the STC yard or you're coming from that section of the road, you wouldn't have any trouble at all this morning if that's the stretch you are using. And also if you are moving from the graphic road to Kaneshie as well, as you can see on your shot, there's free flow of traffic also from that particular section of the road. So you wouldn't have any trouble at all if there's a stretch that you are moving on this morning. So generally the traffic situation there is normal. And if you are from the BMI traffic light and your intention is also go to the Agbogbloshie market, or you're also coming from the Agbogbloshie market as well, the traffic situation is very normal from that direction as well. The road is virtually empty on that section of the road as well. So you wouldn't have any trouble at all. So if you have any shopping to do at the Agbogbloshie market this morning, I mean, feel free and go and get your shopping done. Like I said, Inspector Daniel Owusu has also been deployed there to coordinate affairs at the traffic intersection and then ensure that you move around easily without any trouble at all. Ideally, this is how the situation is going to be in the morning, I mean, going into the afternoon and the rest of the day, if there's no major incident, I mean, at that particular section of the road. Because just as the traffic has started this morning moving easily, we are anticipating that it's going to continue like this unless there's any major incident that will occur at the said intersection that will likely affect the traffic situation there. But then if there is, we'll still update you on that particular development so that you know what to do when you get to the BMI traffic light on the graphic road. So that is the traffic situation this morning on your traffic update here on your Safe Start Show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma. Before I zoom off, let me say a big shout out to PW Inspector Patricia Abudu, who is with the Pechi Division of Pechi Divisional Police Command, currently with the Armed Rescuing Team of the Ghana Police Service, and also to your sister Afia as well, and also to Chief Inspector Asari, aka Okoto, also with the Police Armed Rescuing Team. So kudos to all the Police Armed Rescuing Team, I mean, men and the women as well. All the best to you. I mean, you won some laurels some time ago, so kudos to you as we celebrate your victory. So to you, Chief PW Inspector Patricia Abudu, this is a special one to all the course. I mean, 2012 of Koforidua Police Training 2. You used to be an instructor, but then you left the training squad. You are now with the Armed Rescuing Team. So kudos to you, madam. So to my brother Sergeant Yabote Boateng, this is all we have today for the traffic update on your Safe Start Show. I'll catch you later on traffic orientation here on GH Police TV. Until then, continue to enjoy the rest of the program.
All right, thank you so much. That was my colleague Sergeant Yusuf Brahma bringing us the latest with our traffic updates, giving us what is really transpiring on the graphic road when he earlier visited that spot today. All right, so it is now time for us to be bringing you Police Today, where we'll get into police-related stories that are shaping our community. But before that, let me say this good morning to Alhaji Mohammed Al Hassan. You are the National Youth Zabarama Youth Ambassador. Yes, so we are wishing you good morning, sending you lots of greetings and love. Always tune in, watching us live on GH Police Television. So good morning to you, Alhaji Al Hassan Mohammed, National Zabarama Youth Ambassador. All right, so enjoy this brief breakout. When we resume, we'll get into the stories of Police Today. Welcome back from that quick breather. If you just joined us, you are watching the Safe Start Show
here on GH Police TV. This is your most informative morning program that helps you to start your day right. You are reminded that we are live on DSTV channel 362 and also streaming on all our social media handles. Our Ghana Police Service. Get interactive with us. Send your messages through. We'll do well to share them with the rest of the world. And also your mind-boggling questions. We will have our experts here to answer them to you. Our WhatsApp line is equally active on 0246226064. It is time for Police Today. On the show, we bring you the facts of the story as they happen. And then I have with me colleagues already seated in studio to bring us up to speed on happenings over the last 48 hours. Good morning, Sergeant Tewia.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lance Corporal Sharo Fauzia.
Morning.
How are we doing?
We are all doing very well.
Great. It's midweek. What do we have?
I think on our story today is the Inspector General of Police Special Operations Team in collaboration with the Ashanti Regional Police Command records major breakthrough against organized crime in the Ashanti region.
Right, take us through.
Yeah, and now the details. The Inspector General of Police Special Operations Team from the National Police Headquarters, Accra, in collaboration with the Ashanti Regional Police Command, has recorded a major breakthrough in the fight against organized crimes following a series of sustained intelligence-led operations conducted across selected locations in the Ashanti region between 8 and 17 June 2026. The operations formed part of a strategic effort aimed at identifying, disrupting and dismantling criminal networks involved in human trafficking, sexual exploitation, narcotics trafficking, unlawful possession of firearms and other related criminal activities. Acting on credible intelligence and following intensive surveillance, targeting, profiling and operational planning, the special operation teams with support from the Ashanti Regional Police Command conducted coordinated operations at Asafo, Kenyase Aframa, Asokwa, Brokrum, Krofrom and Atonsu Bukrum, Asawase and Otafo Ahimbrono. The operations resulted in the arrest of 186 suspects comprising 86 Ghanaian nationals, 96 Nigerian nationals and 4 Togolese nationals. A major breakthrough was recorded on 9 June 2026 at Kenyase Aframa, where a coordinated intelligence-led operation led to the arrest of Gladys Ibrahim, alias Mama G, together with 96 Nigerian nationals and 4 Togolese nationals. Preliminary investigations indicate that the suspects are linked to a transnational criminal network involved in human trafficking, sexual exploitation, narcotics trafficking, and other organized criminal activities. As part of the operation, several persons believed to be victims of exploitation were rescued. Some of the rescued persons were identified as minors and were immediately separated from suspects and placed under protective care in accordance with established child protection protocol. Foreign nationals identified as victims of exploitations are being processed in collaboration with the Ghana Immigration Service for the necessary immigration and repatriation procedures. The command commends the professionalism and dedication of the Special Operations Team and the Ashanti Regional Police Command, whose collaborative effort led to the successful execution of these operations. Investigations are ongoing to identify and apprehend other members of the criminal network. All suspects remain in police custody and are assisting with investigations. The Ghana Police Service remains resolute in its commitment to intelligence-led policing and will continue to undertake sustained operations to combat organized crime and ensure safety and security of all persons in the country.
Process ahene Jumadi Kotitru I free process na yakese mo ewon crime. Ene Asante Mantema process for ay makese pa ama onam so adim kunim ewo ensamonedefo fekuo a wahehye ewo nimde kwan so ewo Asante Mantam no emo. Wayese adwuma no efrase ewo aye homobo bosome ne da etoso enwotwe ede kosi edu enso ewo emfiempem yenu ne aduonu nsia ya emo ewo miaye ahodo bi ewo Asante Mantam no emo. Sa adwuma ibotaye ne se obehunu atwe ase na wasa ensamonedifo no efeku ahodo a wodi enipa ho dwa wo hye enipa ema obo adwaman na ogye ho sika na afei nso woton ni bone wo kora akode a emra emma ho kwan ene nsamone ni abonefo sama hodo bebre nso a ekeka eho wo aprosi adwumaden ene nimdia kwankyira onam so eye no nti okoko pie mu ewo abiaye bi etese asafo Kenya ase aframa asokwa buokrom krofrom atonso buokro asawase ene otafo ahembro no saa adwumadie no emu no wokyere enipa oha ene aduowotwe ensia Ghana fo ewo mu eye aduowotwe ensia Nigeria fo eye aduokron ensia ena Togo fo nso eye enan wo aya homobobo semene da etoso enkron dwumadie a wodi no ewo Kenya ase aframa mu no aposifo ekyere abayo bia wo friend say Gladys Ibrahim dodo no a friend say Mama G awoye Nigeria ni ene Nigeria fo nso aduokron ensia ene Togo fo enan ehwehwemu edikan no ekyere se wonyina ka aman ahodo mu ensamone dikuo ahodo bi a wodi enipa ho dwa na wo hye enipa mu obo dwaman no wogye huska afei nso wasantonton enibone ena afei nso ensamone ahodo bebre nso a ekeka ho wogye nipa pi ana wodi wonya efri sa afeko yi ensam ana afei nso hunu se ebi ye mofra wate won afiri won ho de won abambo soronko emasa emofra no amanfoforo mu nipa wogye won no nso Ghana dwumaku a ehwe ahoho ene akwantuo ho nsam Ghana Immigration Service ene prosefo edi won ho dwuma eya nhyehyeye a obetumi ede wasakọ wonchi Asante Mantama prosefo ebo process ahene dwumadi kro titiro no ene Asante Mantama prosefo a abaso pa wadwumaden ene nsiye pa oyeye ama wotime disa enkunim no nhwehwemu eda so ekoso sebe ya woni a ekasa Africa no ho a yanya wanchi woni nyina nso ebehwe akiri kwa na yache won de aba beka ho Ghana process dwumako no esi ne bo epi se ebekoso edi nimde aye hwehwemu aye dwumaden edi akoatia ensamone na ma omanfo nyina anya hombambo mapa edi wondwuma.
In our second story, 4 arrested in connection with the murder of a couple. The Upper East Regional Police Command has arrested 4 suspects, including 1 juvenile, in connection with the murder of Apam Azubila, age 45, and his wife, Apam Anungzina, age 35, at Kusanabana, a suburb of Zabila district. The suspects, Sufianu Salam, Awal Salam, Jawal Salam, and the juvenile, name withheld, were arrested at their hideout on 19 June 2026 at Skugri, near Garu. Preliminary investigations indicate that on 10 June 2026, Apam Azubila and his wife were in their room when 4 men with a weapon entered their room, attacked and shot them. Apam Azubila shouted for help, and his brother Ayubugri Apam, who heard the call, rushed to his brother's room and saw them lying in a supine position with blood on the floor. They were rushed to the Zuguyiri Health Center, where Apam Anungzina was pronounced dead upon arrival. Apam Azubila was also pronounced dead on arrival at the Zabila District Hospital, where he had been further referred for medical attention. An examination of the bodies revealed gunshot wounds. The family of the deceased handed over to the police 3 shells of AK-47 ammunition. The suspects are in police custody and will be put before the court.
Yenuanma prosefo a ewo atifido apoya mantamu achire enipa enan a abofra ba akoka ho wo awarefo mienu bi a okun won ewo Kusanaba a ewo Zibila mansini no emu no eho won ya wachi won no ene Safianu Salam, Awal Salam, Jawal Salam, ene abofra bibinti entimi fa ne din entudwa. Wachi won hintabia ewo Kugri a Garu ewo ayohomobobo semene da etoso edunkron won fiempim yenu ne aduonu nsia ya emu. Ensama prosefo nya no kane no echese wo ayohomobobo semene da etoso edu won fiempim yenu ne aduonu nsia no mo. Apam Azubila awadi emfie aduanan num ene ne yere Apam Anonsina awadi emfie aduasa enum no ɛda wɔn dan mu ɛna mmarima ɛnan a okurakura akodeɛ ɛkɔto hyɛ wɔn so ɛto wɔn atuo ɛprɛprɛ wɔn a na ani enyan paa bra apam azubila ɛtie mu frɛ ɛmoa no ne nua ayupugri apam a wɔte wɔfrɛ no ɛkɔ ne nua no ɛdan mu ntam so sɛnka ɔkɔ na akɔboa no nanso ɔkɔɛ no na ɔhu sɛ wɔn nyinaa ɛda hɔ a emogya ɛpram wɔn ana ani enyan wɔde apam anonsiba ɛkɔ zigoyiri ayaresabea ɛna ɔde apam azubila nso ɛkɔ zibila mansini no ayaresabea nanso okoduya no adoktafoɔ kyerɛ sɛ owu ya ansa na wɔde wɔn ebeduru hɔ nhwehwɛmu a wɔyɛ ɛwɔ mu amu no ho na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ tuo ana wɔto edikun wɔn awarefoɔ na busua ɛde AK47 etuo abobɔ a wato dada no ahosuo mmiɛnsa ɛna abra polisifoɔ sɛ eni adanse sɛ ɛnokorɛ ɛyɛ tuo ɛna wɔto gu ekun wɔn sei nipa wachi wɔn no ɛwɔ polisifoɔ nsɛm a yɛde wɔn bɛkɔ asɛmdebea bra ɛnkyɛ bia.
In our final story, 3 students arrested for destroying school properties. The Volta North Regional Police Command has arrested 3 immediate past students of the Hohoe EP Senior High School, cited in a viral video for destroying school properties after completion. On Friday, 19 June 2026, the school authorities filed a complaint to the police that about 5 of the immediate past students recorded in a viral video unlawfully damaged their school water pipeline after writing their last exams and departed to their various homes. The Regional Police Command deployed intelligence surveillance on suspects and apprehended 3 of them. Suspects include Rashid Suraj Dakpo, age 19, Al-Hassan Mohammed, age 20, and Abdul Qadir Abdullahi, age 20. Suspects have been handed over to the Regional Investigation Department to assist investigation and processed to face criminal trial. The Volta North Regional Police Command has noted that this behavior is becoming increasingly common. The command warns that any student caught engaging in such acts will face the full rigor of the law. Meanwhile, efforts are underway to apprehend the remaining suspects. The command also urges parents, guardians, and teachers to continue to admonish their wards on the consequences of such acts.
Frau Mantamno ATV Farmer Prosi for Achre Hohoe EP into a sosuko no addition for me and sa ohun wo kasafonyini bi mu se wo say school no ajapade ebra wo wie won wasi ensohwe no wo aya ho mobobo so me ne da etoso edunkron wo mfiempemienu no aduanu ensia no school no empanimfo e de amanebo e ma prosifo se adisuafo beye enum a ohun wo kasafonyini bi mu no essay school no ensuo a eye pipe no ebra o tro won sohwe a etwato no ewie e ma prosifo e de wani esi won so e wo sumase enhwehwemu mu na wo kire won mu miensa a won din ene Rashid Suraj Dakpo a wadi emfie dunkron Al-Hassan Mohammed nso e di emfie aduonu enan ena Abdul Qadir Abdullahi nso e di emfie aduonu wode wan mamantam na prosifo abonefo sam so enhwehwemufo se onwa ema enhwehwemu enkoso prosifo no esisu biem se saa suban yi eya ade a ekoso pa wo school ahodo no mu enti obokoko se osuani bia onnim na obeto saa afidie yi mu no emra no ebeyi no ene na di no nwonwono enti wontu ahofo saa bere mu nso ogoso ehwe sansemi mu prosi nso esre awofo ahwefo ene achetrefo se wonkoso enhye wonma ene wadisuafo na wonmo nkoko emfasa ne ye bone ya ekoso ewo ye nsuku ahodo no emu.
Right. I think it's a good news that suspects in all these 3 stories have been apprehended.
Yes.
I mean, that is a plus to us, but we just can touch about it slightly, and then so any of you can pick on any of them, and then
my view on the Zabila incident is that it's a very tragic and heartbreaking incident, and I believe no family should go through such should lose their family member in such violence incidents.
Yeah.
And I believe this has caused fear and then sadness within the Zabila community. And it is also encouraging that the police has quickly, or let me say swiftly, apprehended the suspects in this case.
Right.
With the school vandalism too, I think it's becoming very rampant, and then I think this approach of arresting students for vandalizing school properties is the best approach to tame them from doing such things.
Right.
So I think this is the best way to solve such issues.
Right.
And then kudos to the special operation team for this massive operation that they've done in the Ashanti region.
Right. Sergeant Area.
Yeah, but the first anti-mantel mudiano kane na yabo process ahene ya IGP Mr. Christian Tetayo no and afa so as anti-mantel mo process panyin ya papa ekoto na yabo yenuanom a edi dwuma no nso abaso kese pa wo nkunima wadi wo sa abonefo sam yeso nipa oha actually aha nwotwe ensia enye fedi agro wohwe dwumaden ene mpempe bo ena fensi ya ode ya wotimi nya asafo ede kire won ya na waye dwumaden kese pa nti yebo wa abaso afi so school for de na no dwada ena mse ye ba ya na ede kokobo be ba se school for hwe won ye bra watch on so we twato no and so one year so bra che na mbra fa ono de mbra na no obedi one year ka kire nso wontu won fo. Right.
So you want to take on any of them?
Yes, with the the major breakthrough against organized crime in the Ashanti region, I think it's commendable
Very
that
much.
we let them know that it's not easy for you to conduct an intelligence-led operation or investigation to arrest such a syndicate, you know, a group that have been together for a number of years, you know, sit, plan, and then undertake such crimes, you know, and we'll have to be thankful to the head of the organization, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tetayohunu, for the massive deployment to assist the local police in Ashanti region, and then we've made these arrests. You know, as police officers, when arrest is made and then prosecution happens, and then we're able to secure conviction, that is where we take delight in, you know, so we are hopeful that with the further investigations that will be conducted by the team, hopefully we may be able to secure conviction, and then that is going to serve as deterrent to individuals who are also in the same act as well. Now, with the death of the couple in the Upper East region, it is a sad story, it is a heartbreaking one, that these young individuals, you know, just enter someone's home with weapons, fire them and then kill them, you know, just end their life, you understand? Yes, it is something that is so devastating. But then, once they have been arrested once again, we are hopeful that justice is going to be served on them as well.
Right.
And students vandalizing school properties. We've been sitting on this platform to issue caveats against such acts that you are in school now, you are less than 17, 16, 18 years. And when you engage in such acts of vandalism, you may not know its rippling effects on your life until you are out of school.
Exactly.
Where you may intend to seek employment somewhere, and then you are asked to come back to the police for your criminal background check, where it will be indicated to you that while you were in school, you are arrested for destroying school property. And do you think that any organization in Ghana will agree to work or offer employment to someone who has bad or criminal issues with the police? Absolutely no. And so we'll keep advising you that you are little ones. The fact that you are done with your senior high school education doesn't mean you are done with school. I've been saying that this is where you are even going to start the difficult ones. Once you are done with your WASI, you are praying, you are hopeful that you are going to pass convincingly to gain admission into either the universities, the training colleges, or any other area, technical events and other areas as well. And so if you don't pass, sorry, what happens? You know? And so we don't condone, we don't encourage senior high school leavers to take it upon themselves to vandalize school properties. It is a criminal act. Once you are arrested, you'll be prosecuted. Yes, and so these ones, I'm very hopeful that they should be punished severely to serve as deterrent to individuals who are also watching it. You know, we have Form 2, Form 1 students in school. And so these ones, if they are left like that, they will feel that, oh, when we also finish school, exactly, yes, but when they are punished severely, I believe that they are going to take lessons out of it, and then they will advise themselves accordingly. Yes.
Right. Thank you so much, colleagues. A lot have been said over here, and I think the main thing is that the suspects in all three have been arrested. So that's the good news. But then also to our graduate fresh leavers, you're also told all the time, you're cautioned, stay out of crime because you'll be put before the law courts to face justice. And so we'll be switching back, taking a quick breather. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more segments on the show.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
akwanhyia eye akwansidie edema obi biara ne senti esese yetwe ya adwen ekọ enniema enam so ema akwanhyia edi epra ene ewo ebei eso ne senti GH Police TV ahyehyɛ dwumadi a didin ene ka kwan so nkyekye traffic orientation show edi ebrel ewo dwumadi so yedi etufo na ya churchill enniema ene emra ahodo a esese wo ehu awoyen ekwan no eso enunti debre de hwedwumadie da biada awo GH Police TV so a esan so awo DSTV channel 362 so na ya fansia de emfa ensi ka kwanhyia ano ekwan.
Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that traffic orientation show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch traffic orientation show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channel. On traffic orientation show, we say drive safely, arrive alive. Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channels. On Traffic Orientation Show, we say drive safely, arrive alive.
Right, and so thanks for returning with us from that particular brief breather. We are back on air. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. Now, the segment coming up, we are moving straight to the police hospital, where, as part of the essential health tips, we are having our very own DSP, Madam Theodora Nchiwa, who is the head of the physiotherapy units of the police hospital, to talk to us about high heels or heel pain. This one is a message developed or designed for our women. And so please, let's listen to her attentively. When we are done, we'll come back for our discussion and then continue with other segments. We'll be right back.
Hello viewers, welcome to Health Tips on Safe Start on Ghana Police TV. Today, I want to talk about something many of us love, but our bodies suffer secretly from it: high heels. Yes, I know many will say it makes them look elegant, confident, and even powerful. But have you removed it after wearing it for a very long day and felt pain in your feet, your knees, and even the back? Today, I'm going to tell you how high heels are hurting you and what you can do about it. First, let us look at what happens to your body when you wear high heels. When you wear high heels, your body is forced into an unnatural position. First, almost all the weight, your body weight, shift onto the toes. Instead of the body weight being evenly distributed, your toes bear all this weight. And this is why many people develop pain in the ball of the feet. Secondly, your heels lift up, and this causes the calf muscles to shorten over time. This can lead to stiffness or pain when you try to walk flat-footed. That is not all. Your knees are also pushed forward. Your back acts more than normal, and this puts extra stress on your back, and this can also cause back pain. Now let us look at common problems that you can have when you wear high heels often. First is foot pain. Conditions such as plantar fasciitis develop when you wear high heels often. The other one is knee pain. Because of the pressure shifts, your knees bear more weight than normal and this can lead to pain. Number 3 is back pain. The constant arcing of your back when you wear these heels can lead to back pain. Also, in some cases, people develop balance problems, and these balance problems make them prone to ankle sprain. So next time when you wear these heels, remember your body is paying a huge price behind the scenes. Now let us look at what you can do. I am not here to tell you that you should stop wearing heels completely. Let us be realistic. But these are some of the things you can do to protect yourself. First, avoid wearing heels every day. Secondly, also go in for thicker, shorter heels for better support. Thirdly, stretch your calf immediately after wearing high heels. Also, you should switch to flat as far as you can. So if you wear heels for a while, you can switch to your flat. Most important, listen to your body. Pain is a warning sign. So when you wear these heels and you feel pain, you should know that your body is telling you something. Finally, I want to end by saying this. When you choose those beautiful heels, remember, confidence is not just about how you look, but how well your body feels. This is Deputy Superintendent of Police, physiotherapist at the Ghana Police Hospital. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Welcome back from that essential health tip of yours, and it was brought to us by the Raleigh DSP, Madam Theodora, and she was head of the physiotherapy units at the police hospital, telling us about high heels or heel pain. Sarentes, this message or presentation is meant purposely for our women or you girls, that when you put on the heels,
right,
naturally you disposition the body, and the frequent use of the heel is that you are likely to develop pains.
That's true.
Yeah, so you'll have to advise. You have to advise the people.
In fact, I am advised, and I'm sure our ladies have also taken the cue from the tips from the doctor. Yeah, so we are advised accordingly.
Those who are addicted to the wearing of high heels, you must be minded that if care is not taken, by the time you realize, you have serious pains, and that may create problems for you.
That's true.
Yeah, so we need to limit the way or the rate at which we put on our high heels.
That is true.
For instance, where you find some short girls and then they put on hair and they become taller.
Actually, it makes them look a bit taller.
It gives you foundation.
Yeah, but I mean, at least we have been taught today, so I'm sure they are going to take a cue from it.
And if it should be worn once in a while, fine. But then it becomes something that's so exactly rampant, and they keep wearing, whether they are going to change the market everywhere. Why?
I think, we've taken note of it, and myself, I barely wear them though, because
All right. So it is now time for us to have a big conversation on the platform. We've made mention that yesterday there was some meeting,
right,
or a kind of press briefing at the Information Services Center by the Minister for the Interior, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak Mohammed, Member of Parliament for the Aswanse constituency, where with the 2025-2026 Ghana Amnesty Program, GAP, came to an end.
Right.
It has been concluded, the window has been shuttered. So yesterday, the minister was there to give us his words. Before we introduce our guest, or after we've introduced our guest, we'll be moving straight and be bringing our viewers excerpt of what really transpired there for them to know what is really happening.
Right.
In light of what we recorded last Sunday at Dome Kwabena, where the former Member of Parliament, Honorable Madam Adjoa Safo, was allegedly shot, and she sustained some injuries. And so there's another development story as well, where the minister also indicated that license has been revoked. Yes, so there's going to be another window for the re-registration of firearm owners for them to come back and then they re-register and also get proper inventory or records of the number of firearms in the system. And so we are privileged this morning to be joined with us in the studios, Reverend Carl Ni Anyete Sowa. He's the acting head of communications with the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. But before I bring him in, Sergeant Tess, you know, we're speaking about the official body in Ghana that is mandated by law to control firearm proliferation. That is the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. It was established by an Act of Parliament, Act 736 in 2007. But then it operates with other older laws, such as the Arms and Ammunition Decree of 1972. Their mandate is basically to prevent, combat, and then eradicate illicit
use of weapons.
Small arms and then light weapons. They also issue firearms as well, but then they sensitize and then educate the public on the dangers on these firearms against its production. Oftentimes we find people, you know, trading and then transferring small arms and then light weapons, mostly with our border towns. And so he's going to tell us what they do beyond what we know as, you know, you bought a weapon and then you want it to be licensed for you to use it as an owner. Yes, he's going to tell us what they do basically. And so to our viewers, once again, we are privileged to be joined in the studios this morning by Reverend Carl Ni Anyete Sowa, who is the acting head of communications of the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. Good morning, Reverend.
Good morning, sir.
I hope you're fine.
I'm doing well.
Let me officially welcome you to the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television, live on air.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sergeant Tess.
Yes.
Reverend, before he leaves, he'll give us some prayers, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Exactly.
He has
and then possibly if he can prophesy for the Ghana Black Stars against our match on Saturday.
Against Croatia.
Tough match, a crucial match. That's a do or die match, you know. Yes. So, Reverend Carl, please tell us basically your mandates, the National Commission of on Small Arms and Light Weapons.
All right. So thank you.
Before we bring our viewers except of what really happened yesterday.
All right. So thank you very much. I was impressed with the background. Yes, and that's solid. I think at this point I've gotten someone who's going to succeed me. So I must leave my role to you. Very well. Sit down. Well, thank you very much. Now, so just by way of a bit of a background, then to our mandate. So just to add to what you said. Now, you know, prior to the formation of the National Commission, there were a lot of civil wars and conflicts in the West African sub-region. So ECOWAS, at a conference of heads of states and governments on 10th December 1996, came up with the idea or a moratorium that all West African states should have a national commission to fight the proliferation of small arms and light weapons. So in 2006, the moratorium came into being, and then it followed. That in 2007, Ghana also So 2000, so Article 24 of that moratorium that was established or that was agreed in 2006 mandated all the ECOWAS states to have the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. So that's how come now we had the mandate to domesticate it. Because the Article 24 says that either by legislation or law, you need to have that commission. So that gave rise to the at 736 that you mentioned. So per our mandate, you actually touched on it, and that is it. What we do is basically to ensure that we have a gun violence-free Ghana, a peaceful, safe, and gun violence-free Ghana. And how do we do that? By combating, fighting, eradicating the illicit proliferation of small arms and light weapons. And we do this looking at 5 thematic areas. The very first one you mentioned, public education. Because we believe that behavioral change and attitudinal change towards the acquisition and use of firearms is very, very critical. If we want to have a peaceful and safe gun violence-free Ghana. Because during our public sensitizations, there's been times that we've gone to, I think one of the times we went to Carnation Market. And we were having interactions with the market women, the porters, and the security, let me say, the loading boys, for want of a better word. And they were when we were telling them of the dangers, they were telling us that for firearm they have to get it. So it tells you people's conception about firearm. Then I told them that, do you know that firearm you want to possess can actually become a danger to you and to your immediate surroundings? You don't know. You think, oh, it's something. It is fanciful, so they want to have it. Some to them, it shows prestige and status.
Absolutely.
Where I've gotten to,
I have a weapon to protect myself and all of that. Yeah.
Do you get it? So we need to now realign people's thinking and thought process towards the acquisition and possession of firearms by letting them know of the dangers of possessing these illicit firearms. So I'm sure maybe after you do this, we can have a lot more conversation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Reverend. At this moment, production, if the video is ready, yesterday there was a press conference by the Minister for the Interior at the Information Services Department to basically conclude the 2025-2026 Gun Amnesty Program, GAP program. So let's get there and then hear what the minister told the media, and then come back to the studios and continue our discussion.
Thank you very much, Honorable Shamima. Colleagues, Deputy Ministers present, the Chief Director, teammates from the POMAC, Comptroller General, Ghana Immigration Service, other service commanders, ladies and gentlemen. Today I address you at the conclusion of the Gun Amnesty Program, a decisive national intervention declared on the 18th of November 2025, implemented from 1st December 2025 to 30th January 2026. This program represented a significant milestone in our collective commitment to curb the proliferation of illicit firearms and to strengthen peace, security, and public safety across our nation. Government initiated the Gun Amnesty Program with a clear and urgent objective to confront the threats posed by unregistered and illicit firearms to lives, livelihood, and national development. At the same time, we recognize that sustainable security requires more than enforcement. It demands trust, dialogue, and provision of a lawful pathway conduct without fear. I am pleased to report that this approach yielded meaningful results. A total of 4,038 unregistered firearms were surrendered to the Ghana Police. This outcome reflects the patriotism, responsibility, and civic commitment of Ghanaians who choose compliance over lawlessness. Indeed, the nation is safer today because of your actions to surrender those guns. On behalf of the government and His Excellency the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I extend sincere appreciation to our traditional authorities, religious and opinion leaders, civil society organizations, the media, and community groups. Your advocacy and engagement were instrumental in bringing this initiative into homes and communities across our country. Engagement with stakeholders. Government will continue its engagement with traditional authorities on the sensitive issue of firearms use during customary settings. Our objective is clear: to ensure that cultural practices are preserved while adhering strictly to safety and legal standards. This will include improved marking, tracing, and training for authorized ceremonial firearm users. We also call on licensed arm dealers to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and strict compliance with the law. Let it be known that any abuse of the licensing regime will attract decisive sanction. Ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion of the Gun Amnesty Program marked not an end, but a transition from voluntary compliance to full and robust enforcement of the law. The amnesty was temporary window of grace. That window is now closed. Registration processes are ongoing for individuals who declared firearms during the program. Support subjects to background checks, because you surrendered it, you are not arrested. Yes, some wanted to still have it, but we need to subject that to our own procedures. So we'll do the background check. You have to be trained to be sure that you are competent to handle the guns, and strict qualification criteria. So registration will not be automatic. With the expiration of the amnesty, security agencies will intensify intelligence-led operations, targeted searches and sweeps, surveillance of criminal networks. All illicit firearms will be confiscated, and offenders will face arrest and prosecution in accordance with the law. Additionally, an informant reward system will be activated to encourage citizens to provide credible information on illegal firearms. Government is also strengthening border control to combat the trafficking of illicit arms, ensuring a comprehensive and sustained response to the threat. Fellow citizens, the success of the gun amnesty program demonstrates that when given opportunity and information, Ghanaians will choose responsibility. However, sustaining this program demands continued vigilance and collective action. I urge all citizens to remain law-abiding, support security agencies with credible information, reject silence in the face of illegality. Peace is not mere the absence of conflict. It is the presence of safety, trust, and respect for human life. Ghana's future must not be compromised by illicit arms. Our children deserve classroom, not fear. Our communities deserve safety, not violence. As part of the post-amnesty measures, government will organize the 8th Armed Destruction Ceremony on Thursday, 9th of July 2026 at the Police Depot, Tesano, Accra at 10 a.m. At this event, over 2,000 seized and surrendered firearms will be destroyed. Let me also emphasize that the private security organizations are prohibited from possessing or using firearms in accordance with Regulation 13 of LI 1571. What we notice is that people come forward to register private security organization. We grant them the permission, then they take individuals within their organization to register firearms as though they are using it for self-protection. Then they ended up using them for the organization. No private security organization is allowed to operate with firearm. So you cannot use your personal arrangement that has been granted you for personal protection to now use it to operate the organization. That is infringing the law, and we will adhere to the law and enforce it very strictly. In conclusion, I want to commend all institutions and stakeholders whose dedication ensured the success of this program. As we move forward, let us consider these gains and renew our shared commitment to building a safer, more peaceful, and gun violence-free Ghana. Before I conclude, finally, let me also state that we have seen a new trend, very worrying and disturbing. The very affluent that come forward to register sidearms or firearms are now using them to commit suicide. In the last 2 months, we've seen increase in such individuals committing suicide with firearms that are registered. Because of that, from this afternoon, all permits that have been granted to any individual that you are holding a sidearm or firearm is hereby revoked. We are revoking that, and we are opening a window where everyone will have to come forward again to register or to re-register the gun, because we've changed the procedure. We've realized that there's a short gap in the registration procedure that we'll be using. Some will say that
Right, so that was the Honorable Member of Parliament for the Aswanse constituency, and then the Minister for the Interior, Honorable Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, giving us his address yesterday at the Information Services Department as part of the conclusion of the 2025-2026 Gun Amnesty Program and the way forward. All right, Reverend, before we come back to what he said with the revocation of the license, I want you to tell us about the Gun Amnesty Program.
Okay.
What really was the motivation behind this initiative, and then how it was successfully implemented?
All right, so thank you very much. So prior to watching the video, we were talking about the mandate of the commission.
Exactly.
And I mentioned that we had 5 thematic areas that we use to fight the proliferation of small arms. And I mentioned one as being the public education or sensitization. Now, the gun amnesty falls in the other thematic areas. So if I can just briefly touch on the thematic areas, so that as because you heard the minister mentioning marking, tracing, they all fall in a thematic area. So the next one is small arms control, where we look at policies, programs, activities, actions that will ensure that we have effective arms control in the country. So the gun amnesty is one of the policy suggestions that we tabled to the Honorable Minister for the Interior. And by his wisdom, he saw that the gun amnesty and the other complementary measures will help fight the proliferation of small arms and light weapons. Now, the other thematic areas has got to do with stockpile and inventory management, where we mark and then trace the firearms to ensure their safety. So in stockpile and inventory management, we look at the storage of firearms by the state security agencies. If some of their armories need refurbishment so that they will be up to standard, meeting best practices, we also offer or facilitate training for their armorists to be sure that they are having contemporary knowledge when it comes to the storage of these firearms, the rules and regulations to ensure that they don't leak into the society, where you end up finding AK-47s that are meant to be used by the state security being wielded by civilians. It makes the fight very difficult because if the weapons that the state security apparatus is supposed to use, they are also having it, then how do you fight them?
Absolutely.
Did you get it? And so that is what the stockpile and inventory management does. Then we also have border control. You heard the Honorable Minister mentioning border control. There, we come together with the allied security agencies at the borders to ensure that there is effective control at the borders. And what we are doing as a commission, with the help of the Ministry of the Interior, is to get detection systems that are going to be deployed at all the entry and exit points of the country. As I speak now, the commission has deployed one sophisticated weapons detection system at the Tama port. And it is being used. It is very intrusive that even if you've buried a firearm in the ground, once it scans, it will detect it. So these are some of the things. And then the last one is we have something we call skills development for blacksmiths, and then alternative livelihood for communities that have influx of firearms. So an example is Yendi. We all know that there is peace. But ask yourself, where are the firearms? The firearms that were used in that
during the conflict.
Where are the firearms? The firearms are still there. So it means that at the least provocation, people will be activate those firearms. So what do we do to get these firearms from them? Did you get it? So then that is where we come. Okay, so we may look at a need in that community. Maybe they need a school or something. Then we come to them, we meet the opinion leaders. Okay, we can help get you the school, but then you must be willing to surrender your firearms.
So it becomes a bargain.
So that you get them, because they if not, they won't bring it unless we use the intelligence-led operations, just as the Honorable Minister for the Interior intimated. So those are some of the things. And then also the skills training. We know that most of the blacksmiths manufacture these firearms illicitly. And you know it is against the law, because the law does not allow them. So what do you do to improve their skills and all that? But then there's also been that discussion where people are thinking that, okay, why don't we have a gun or arms industry where we train these blacksmiths, because the thing is that they are manufacturing it anyway.
Exactly. So whether you train or you don't train them, they are doing it.
Yeah. So train them, they become top notch.
Exactly.
They manufacture under controlled circumstances or controlled environment, and then we can export. And the security agencies also can benefit from it. So that has been an argument or a discussion which is being considered, and it's part of the draft arms bill that is being put together. So that is it. So back to your question, that is how come the gun amnesty as part of our mandate in ensuring effective arms control. We tabled those policy directives or policy suggestions to the Honorable Minister for the Interior. And the main idea is that people may genuinely not know. They wanted to possess the firearms to protect themselves. But some are ignorant of the laws, which says that when you have a firearm, it must be registered. The very first section of the act you mentioned, the Act
736.
Yes, that's our Commission Act. But the Arms and Ammunition Act, 1972, NRCD 9, Section 1, says that all firearms must be registered. So by extension, if I have a firearm, no matter how sophisticated it is, no matter the fact that I'm working with a commission, you're a policeman, if you have your own personal firearm and it is not registered, it is illicit.
That is contrary to the law.
But most people don't know. So okay, Honorable Minister, speak to the government. Let's see if we'll give people the opportunity to bring in their firearms willingly. There'll be no questioning as to where you got it. You just bring it in. If you want to surrender, just say that, look, I've had this firearm for a while. I don't think I need it. Because some actually have not fired their firearm before.
Exactly.
It's been there for years. Some brought it and we were having difficulty even trying to open it and then clear it. Clear the chamber. Before we could
then unused for
and they don't even know how to use it.
What can you imagine?
So if you don't have use for it, come and surrender it. But then, if you think you have use for it, you need to protect yourself, because the law gives room for one, self-protection, protection of property, or you want to use it for hunting. If it's within these three reasons, and you have been able to establish the need for it, and then you go through the background checks, and you merit it, the firearm will be licensed to you. So, as for me, I don't want to surrender the firearm. The amnesty says, come and declare your intentions, that although I acquired this firearm illicitly, I want to register it. So the amnesty was for two reasons. Those who want to surrender, I don't need it anymore, or those who want to declare their intentions to register it or legally own it. And the catch was that there will be no questioning, no prosecution whatsoever. So during the declaration of the amnesty, the Honorable Minister indicated that those who do not take advantage of this benevolence or this window of opportunity to either surrender their firearm or declare their intentions to register, when the period is ended, they will be treated as criminals who have intent or criminal intent of using these firearms for criminal purposes. Because who wouldn't take such a benevolent gesture? So during the amnesty, it was declared in December. On TV, I was telling them that, look, this is the best Christmas gift you can have.
Absolutely.
Because you see, people don't know. But when you use a firearm illicitly, the police will come in to do their investigations. Our arms intelligence unit will also come in to do their investigations. Now, maybe this person you shot has been an armed robber that the police has been searching or chasing for years. You've done well, you've killed him. So when you come, you say, congratulations, you've done well. You've killed the man. But now the next question is, which firearm did you use? Now, the follow-up question will be, is it licensed?
That becomes a very serious question to answer.
Do you get it? So if you have an illicit firearm, it is a danger to you. Why don't you bring it forward? So all those who didn't bring it forward, then now the law is coming after you. Those are the measures that he outlined. That there will be joint intelligence-led operations. The police, the commission, national security, the military, GIS, all the security agencies are coming. There will be snaps, there will be swoops. So very soon they will see a lot of checkpoints will be mounted
on our roads.
A lot of intelligence. You see, it has taken us a long time for the minister to come out. Why? There were a lot of intelligence gathering going there. Because when he speaks after that, there must be action. People must see that, hey, the people are not joking.
They are serious.
They really meant what they said. So a lot of intelligence have been gathered. And so then operations will now go into homes to retrieve these firearms. And to show its seriousness, he indicated that he is going to institute a reward system for informants who will give credible and reliable information on people who are illicitly owning or using firearms. And when that information proves to be true and reliable, they are going to be handsomely rewarded. So why didn't you bring the firearm? You wait. Then I know you are a colleague or someone in the neighborhood. I know you have a illicit firearm.
I'll go and then just blow the wholesale and get.
And then I'll get the money to my pocket.
Exactly.
Yes. So it's quite unfortunate, but the law is coming after them because they didn't take the opportunity.
Yes. I think it was an opportune moment for people to voluntarily go forward and then get them license where you are not going to be asked how you acquired it or how you even gain it. You know, I think most of them had that difficulty, but then you had a window where you were asked to voluntarily come out, bring it, declare your intention to get it registered, or even tell them I'm not even interested. Please. You can take possession of that.
No questioning. No one. I dare anyone
to even come forward and say that when they came to the
they can call in and say that when we came forward during the amnesty,
we were questioned
as to how we got it, or we were heckled, or we were handcuffed, and no. And look, do you know, we trained the amnesty officials, the gun amnesty officials. Yeah. So we had a national training at the police depot, the national police training school, where they also went to conduct regional training for all the amnesty officials. And we told them that, look, if even someone comes with a firearm, which was yours as an officer, it was given to you by the service, a service firearm. You were the one using it, but maybe assailants took it from you. And the police has been in search of that firearm for so many years. Even if I bring it to you, smile, and just, okay, you want to register the firearm and take the details. Don't even show any expression. That will make the person know that So we did everything possible not to frighten people or to get them worried. Because you know, when we say that, hey, the police station, or people are scared.
They're uncomfortable.
That shows the extent of training and how low we came in terms of making the people feel comfortable to bring in their firearms. So if you didn't do it, I'll plead with the media that when we start coming after the people, they shouldn't be pleading. Because one firearm in the wrong hands can do or cause a lot of damage. And when a life is lost, don't forget, it is a loved one. It may be a breadwinner. It may be a future president of Ghana.
Absolutely, you can never tell.
And you can't bring that life back.
No, you can't.
So it is important that we all join hands to make sure that the post-gap measures or the post-gun amnesty measures are actually implemented.
Fantastic. Reverend, with the gun amnesty program being ended or coming to conclusion, it was able to receive over 4,000 firearms. Was this figure in line with the Commission's internal projections, where it was considered to be a success?
All right, so thank you very much. You know, I'll be blunt with you. With the Commission, before the start of the amnesty, although we had projections, what was key to us is that if the gun amnesty could retrieve just one illicit firearm, it is a success.
Wow.
Because if you know the devastating effects of one
single firearm.
So let me give you a scenario. I always say this. We are in the precinct of the police. This is a guarded place. You are men of authority. But if a small boy, JHS1, should bring in a pistol right now and tell us to lie down, we will forget that we are on live TV.
Absolutely.
Master, would you lie down? If you say double up, you don't go double up. That shows the power of just one single firearm. So to us, although we had projections, if we were able throughout all this
to get one, that would have been a success.
It has been a success. Do you get it? Exactly. So we can say that the gun amnesty program has been hugely successful. Looking at the illicit firearms that were in the system, 4,038. Hitherto we didn't know. And they were using it anyway.
The system.
But now we know. Some says, okay, I surrender. Others say no. I want to register. So they'll go through the background checks, like the Honorable Minister indicated. And when they merit for the firearms to be given to them, they'll be given the license. So now in our books and our register, both the police and the commission, we know the people, and now we know that, okay, if you've gone through the process and you deserve it, Mr. Kojo's team is having this firearm.
Exactly.
Amache is also having this firearm. And that becomes, you know, the truth of the matter is that when you have a firearm which is registered, you are careful with its use.
Absolutely.
Because you know that your details are in
the authorities.
Right,
And so you are very careful and
So it
mindful of
becomes
how you use it. Yeah.
So we are not interested in prosecuting people or vindicating people or arresting people. We are interested in knowing who owns
this
and
particular
you
fire.
deserve to own it, and then it will give it to you. So that now you too, it becomes a check for you. Because when you have it, you will not misuse it. But then I want to just sound this note of caution to the public. If you register a firearm, it is for you. It's like a driver's license.
Exactly.
I can't give my driver's license to you.
A different party.
I can give my car to you to use.
Yeah, but then my
not with a gun. My driver's license I can't. So when a gun is licensed to you, it is like a driver's license. Always take note.
Yes.
You can't give it to any other person.
You cannot share it with anybody.
No. So assuming we are siblings.
Yeah.
And we are in the same house. If I have a firearm license to me, none of you can use it.
Yes. Not even my wife, my husband, my
it's an
children,
offense.
my sibling, nobody at all.
The moment it shifts hands from me to you, it is illicit.
Exactly.
The owner has made it illicit.
Exactly.
That's why the law, section 3 of the act, now gives you the room to transfer.
Okay.
If you think you have a firearm and you don't have need for it anymore, don't throw it away
to a different person. Okay.
Come. They also go through the processes. If they merit the firearm to be licensed to them, it will be given to them.
Okay.
So please, let us stop using the firearms for the wrong purposes. You went to register the firearm for a purpose. Make sure
you do according to
we
it.
need people to be responsible gun owners.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right,
Absolutely.
Reverend.
Yes.
So I think let us know, what do you intend to do with all these weapons that have been surrendered as a commission? What
All
is
right.
what do you
All right. So thank you very much. The Honourable Minister indicated that on the 9th of July,
Yeah, the National Police
about
Training
2,000 of these firearms would be destroyed.
Yeah.
And we've seen some engaging conversations on social media.
Yeah.
People asking that some of these firearms are fresh. They were like, Charlie, the cars are fresh. Oh. Why can't
You
you
are just
give
going to
these
overlook them
firearms?
for them to get damaged or
Yeah,
destroyed.
Charlie, why don't you give it to the security?
Yeah.
But you see, we need to also look at the moral and ethical
Bit of the whole thing.
aspect.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
you have a firearm. We do marking. The Honourable Minister mentioned
Yeah.
it. So the commission does the marking and the tracing.
Okay.
When the firearms, every firearm has a story. It tells a
Exactly.
story
Yeah.
of where it came from, the source, where it has been.
Yeah.
Okay, and what it has been used for. So we need to trace it and know that this Mr. Sowa brought this firearm and he said he has surrounded the firearm. It looks fresh. He said it's maybe a 2026 pump action, made pump action. It's fresh. What is the story the firearm is telling?
Okay.
If through our tracing, the firearm has been used to commit crime, commit murder, it has been used in a civil war, we can't give it to the police or the military to use. Now, imagine that we don't have this knowledge. I've given you the background. Imagine that we didn't have the knowledge. We just looked at the firearm and it was nice. Very beautiful. 2026 made him well. So we say, oh, let's give it to the police.
The police, yeah.
Or the military. They go on operations. It is lost. Now it gets into the hands of the international community. They do that tracing. And they find out that the weapon that was used by the police or the military has been used in civil war.
Exactly.
Look at the image, the damage to our image.
Denigration of the image, the reputation.
So we say that if the firearm has been tainted, when we say tainted, it means that there's blood on it, or it has been used for criminal activities, we can't give it out to the security agencies. But the Honourable Minister, in his wisdom, after he's done the tracing and sees that some of these firearms are free,
and
they are safe and they can be used in full. So it means that those ones that are going to be destroyed have passed or they failed the test.
Exactly. So they have been tainted.
They've been tainted. So they need to be destroyed. So on the 9th of July 2026,
National Police Training School,
yes,
9 a.m.
Yes, 9 a.m. We are going to destroy these firearms. And the main reason is to assure Ghanaians to know that you said you didn't want these firearms anymore. You surrendered them.
Yeah.
We are making sure that they will not find them their way back into the system where they will be in wrong hands. So we are going to destroy it. Full glare of the public, the media will be there, GS Police TV will be there to cover it. They will see that it is being destroyed. This time, we are not going to do the burning because we want to be environmentally friendly. So we are going to use a cutting machine to cut the firearms. Yes, so we are going to cut it in such a way that we are going to cannibalize the firearm. That even if you pick a piece, you can't use it for anything. Do you get it? We are going to ensure that it is destroyed, so that people will have confidence in the state security apparatus that indeed we can protect them. I always say that when there are too many firearms in the system, it breaks down rule of law.
Absolutely.
And then it makes the country ungovernable. I was giving an example this morning on a sister radio station where I said that, look, imagine we are living in a compound house. I'm having a fire. You're having a fire. Everyone is having a fire. Then my son is trying to date your daughter. And you don't like it. And then you go to pick your firearm. You don't know what is happening, but you're also in the compound house. You all have firearm. You pick your firearm, and then you give a warning shot. What will you do? What will be your...
Once I hear the sound of the firearm, once I also have my own firearm, quickly I'll go in for mine.
Thank you very much.
And it's like I may retaliate.
Thank you very much. You see, it doesn't know the issue, but we are in a compound house. I'm having the issue with you. You fired because it's having one. The next thing is to go for the firearm. But imagine that you are not having a firearm. Your next line of action will be to fall on the security apparatus to protect you. You quickly call the police that we've had a gunshot in our community. So I've been telling people, look, you think that the gun will protect you, but you are rather creating more trouble. Because we all want to possess a firearm, and that will bring danger. Now, the next question I want to ask, so that Ghanaians, because this is also a platform for them to learn.
Absolutely.
See, when you are driving, and your papers are not intact. Whenever you see the police, they start jerking. The car start jerking. And the police will catch you and say, hey, what's the fact? Because that gives you away, they know. So it means that even at the sight of people with authority, you cringe when everything is not in order. So now ask yourself, look at the issue that happened in Kaswa, where someone goes to the district headquarters and then shoots another person right in the precinct of the police. Do you get it? Who does that? It tells you the power of the firearm. So he was having a land issue. Took the firearm. They said, I'm going to the police station. Then he shot, not just one, but multiple times. I'm sure when he was done with it, hey, what have I done? It is too late. That is the power of the firearm. The firearm controls you. So my boss will say that the firearm is a spirit. It tells you what to do. And it is true. It tells you what to do because, when you are driving car, you see them cry, you know your things are knowing that you are scared. Now you go into the district police headquarters.
The temerity left wanted to go and shoot someone.
That tells you the power of the firearm. I said that, look, during training, paramilitary training, before we go to the range, we were giving, the military man who took us through the training gave us a lot of the do's and don'ts about firearms. I can tell you, my brother, in less than 3 minutes, do I even say 3 minutes? Less than a minute. When we went to the range and the firearms were handed over to us, the very things they told us not to do, we were posting, hey, hands up. The power of the firearm. When you wield it, it gives you some kind of false sense of invisibility and power. That is why we are telling people, trust in the security apparatus to protect you. Don't rush to own a firearm because it's a danger to you and to the people in the society.
Right. So, Reverend, let's find out. Now the grace period is over. The minister did mention that there will be full enforcement. Let's see, maybe people were still scared of coming to surrender during the grace period as this education is going on. And they want to now come forward with it. Oh, how do they go about it?
Unfortunately, it's a very tricky question. Yes, but unfortunately, this lies in the bosom of the Honorable Minister for the Interior. He can declare an extension of the gun amnesty or not. And so they should have, because we did a lot of sensitization. I remember I was here. We did a lot of sensitization to make Ghanaians know that, look, this is not witch hunting. He said it during the declaration. It is not witch hunting. We want you to get opportunity. It's the best Christmas gift we gave. But the Honorable Minister is listening. He has proven that he's a person who is discerning and listens, and he wants the well-meaning of the people that is taking care of. So maybe he may give another extension or not. It lies with him. But there is the UN has an amnesty day. I've forgotten the date. Maybe he may consider, but. Let's pray and hope.
We can only pray and hope.
We can only pray and hope because for now it is law enforcement. Yes, for now it is law enforcement. We should pray and hope.
Usually we tend to take some of these things lightly until the enforcement becomes in.
The typical behavior of a Ghanaian. So they will wait until the last minute. But then
you see, and that was why the extension came in. The chiefs, the traditional authorities were actually on the Honorable Minister that extend. We didn't know. We got rid of it quite late. So extend. So the extension was to avoid situations like this, where people will say, "Oh, Charlie, now I want to bring it in." you didn't take advantage of the station. So we'll pray and hope. We'll pray. I'll be praying for them. Maybe the honorable minister will have a change of mind to extend. But now it is enforcement. Okay. Serious enforcement. Yes.
Right. So, Rev, we're also not going to pretend that there are root causes to some of these acquisition of weapons. Apart from the enforcement way, what other strategies is the Commission embarking to determine some of these root causes so that it can be kept, and then we kind of mitigate these gun proliferation? Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. So it's also a very good question. We touched on some earlier, but then maybe we can delve much deeper. Yeah. So if we look at the Sahel, the Gulf of Guinea, where we find ourselves, and our neighboring countries, there is instability, civil unrest here and there. And you see, people are also into this terrorism, and they always want to finance this. So if they need money for an operation, they don't mind to sell a firearm that costs over 10,000 for just 500 Ghana cedis. Yeah. Because he wants the money to do some quick, buy his cheap materials to either manufacture an improvised explosive or whatever to carry out his activity. So looking at how volatile the sub-region is, especially the Gulf of Guinea and the Sahel, and then the availability of illicit small arms, because they've been used in conflict, they are available, they can be recycled into or smuggled into our system. So looking at that, we also now came into the border control, because I told you it's one of our thematic areas. Okay, so the border control, now we are trying to get drones. So the Honorable Minister mentioned that they've been able, just recently he visited the GIS, and they've mounted at the northern frontier, they've mounted certain cabins, defense cabins that have got drones that could go afar, so that we can now man the vast area of the border. You see, if you know how the border is, it is either governed by sea or water bodies or forest. Do you get it? Because of lack of human capital or staff strength, we can't man all the places. But the drones will do a good job. Now, we are also doing a lot of training, capacity building for these officers, so that they become contemporary with some of the new tricks people use to hide these firearms to smuggle them. So we do a lot of capacity building and training. And as I indicated earlier, we are also trying to get more sophisticated weapon detection system. Because, like I said, what we have is now in Tema, but we want to get more. We are also increasing or intensifying our public education or sensitization campaigns, because it is important that we get people informed. People at the borders, especially, are vulnerable. Some do not even know the dangers of these firearms that they are helping to smuggle into the country. For some of them, they may think that it is just a quick way of making money. But now, because of education, they are getting to know the dangers. Because I always tell people that if you look away and allow a firearm to be smuggled into the country, don't forget that that firearm does not have a memory card. That firearm, we need to remember that it was Mr. Soa who took 1,000 Ghana cedis and looked away for me to come into the country. The day it is pointed at me and it is fired, it will discharge. It will discharge. So we should always be mindful of that. Now, I mentioned of the skills development for the blacksmiths. We've been able to have engagements with the blacksmiths, the ASHRAB, the Ashanti Regional Association of Blacksmiths, and then the Northern Blacksmiths Association. We are trying to have that engagement with them, improve their skills, get them organized so that they will not be involved in the illicit manufacture. Until then, when the law is passed, where we can have an organized and well coordinated production hub for arms, we need to find a way for them to operate legally. So those are some of the things. Now, the skills, the development for communities that have influx of these firearms, we are also looking at those areas. So we are calling on corporate Ghana. We'll be knocking on their doors very soon, because we only have one Ghana. If there are, if gunshots are flying everywhere, I don't think that we can be having this conversation because we will be run looking for bunkers to hide in.
Exactly.
The corporate
fight for your protection.
That's
and
it.
your safeguarding as
the
well.
corporate institutions can't also operate.
Yes.
The hospitals now, if we need help, the doctors will be running to look for shelter.
Exactly.
Schools
will be closed down.
Will be closed down. Yeah. So corporate Ghana should also help us so that this development that we want to bring into these areas that need them, where we notice that they are vulnerable and they can be easily be recruited and then radicalized. We need to help them to get some skills and some development. We need to help them to get some employment. Even if it's self-employment, let's say if it's a farming community, what do we do to mechanize them? Exactly. What do we do to help them? When we do that, once they are sorted, we'll also be having a peaceful, safe, and gun violence-free Ghana.
Right. The conversation has been so educative and informative as well. If you are just tuning in, we are having a fruitful discussion with Reverend Carl Ni Anyete Sowa, who is the acting head of communications with the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, basically telling us what their mandate is and also reflecting on what really transpired yesterday with a press conference delivered by the Honorable Minister for the Interior, Honorable Muntaka Mohamed Mubarak, Member of Parliament for the Aswansi constituency, after the 2025-2026 window of the gun amnesty program came into conclusion. Now it's about robust law enforcement. When you were given, I mean, if you are given such an opportunity and then you don't utilize it, you are allowed to just slip like that, you don't have any cause to even re-complain or even talk about it again. Now, if you are arrested, you'll be prosecuted and the law is going to take its course because the window has ended. Right. But we mentioned that during the introductory part of this conversation that we are streaming live this particular show on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on TikTok, on X, on YouTube. Let's use this opportunity and then read some messages that have come in on our Facebook live streaming as well. So the first message is coming from Wazek Batbini. Wazek says, good morning, GH Police Television. Good morning to you, Wazek. Raymond Dakota Ranger says that, good morning, GH Police TV. How was your feeling when the referee denied Ghana penalty? Personally, I didn't see that particular situation as a penalty.
Right.
I don't know whether you are trying, whether you remember what really transferred. Yeah, so during the second half.
I didn't watch the second half.
Okay, so Reverend, did you watch that second half?
Is it
the pass from Abdul Fattah to Prince Edu? And Prince Edu, I don't know whether he was sleeping or he was dreaming, and then allowed the English centre back, Execonsa, close him in, and then he fell. Right. So Ghanaians were of the view that it was a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty.
Right.
If Prince Edu was smart enough, he would have buried that particular chance. Right. So assuming Antoine Semenyo had that same opportunity, or even Brandon Thomas Asante, it would have been a different story today. But then Prince Edu, I can't really tell whether he was, I don't know whether he's pregnant or he cannot even run.
So that is your feeling, you're expressing your feeling.
No, but it wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. So I'm even surprised Raymond is even calling for a penalty. It wasn't a penalty, Raymond. Your striker or your centre forward wasn't quick enough. If he were to be smart, he would have been able to score. Because it was a glorious opportunity. We're not possessing the ball, but then that is it. So, all right. So, Raymond, I'm sorry, it wasn't a penalty. We are thankful we have one. Let's accept our $1 like that, please. Kwabena Afuakwa says that, good morning, Ghana Police TV. I am watching you live from Adukwai Adanse in the Ashanti region. Good morning to you, Kwabena Afuakwa, for the message. And then RMGI Publicity says that, how are weapons owned legally and registered to individuals who are deceased handled? It becomes a family inheritance. But how is this handled by our secret services that these weapons are not transferred to the wrong people? I think this is a question that Reverend will address if I'm done reading the messages as well. And then Raymond Dakota Renova comes back and says that if rich men should register a gun for protection, why can't they hire police or military? I'm watching you live from Tema Community 4. Thank you so much, Raymond Dakota Range Rover. And then Raskin says, I am also live watching you. Thank you so much, Raskin. So, Reverend, this one is a question coming from RMGI Publicity, saying that how are weapons owned legally and registered to individuals who are deceased handled? It becomes a family inheritance, but how is this handled by our security services that these weapons are not transferred to the wrong people?
All right, so thank you very much. So now, people often make those mistakes that if a firearm belongs to my dad, it's late, then automatically, being the firstborn, I inherit it. If a firearm is bequeathed to you, you still need to go through the process.
Exactly.
That's why I said that Section 3 talks about transfer. So the law makes room for it. So the family must first agree that, okay, this is a family heirloom. So we want me to possess the firearm. Now, if he needs to possess the firearm, then they must bring him forward and subject him to all the tests. That the LI 200
talks about.
So if he missed the criteria, so background checks, his mental health. Now the other minister to have said it, drug tests.
Exactly.
If he passes all this, he will go to training. Now we need to know his temperament. So they'll do all those because. You can't give the firearm to someone who challenge
at the lightest or slightest provocation.
You will knock down this table, slap people here and there. You give a weapon to such a person.
That one is so critical.
So yes, we'll do all those checks. Is the person physically fit? Because some people, you see, you know that with a firearm, it recoils.
Exactly.
So even if you are not fit to fire the firearm, you may even injure someone because. The firearm may just go off and change direction and kill someone. So we look at all that. If the person goes through all these checks and he marries to have the firearm, it will be registered to that person. So now it becomes licit or legal. But if it belongs to your father, let's say it is even registered, and then he passes on and you inherit it without coming forward, it is an illicit firearm. Because, like I mentioned, ownership also can make a registered firearm illicit.
Absolutely.
Do you get it? So that is it. But this one is also a different story. If the firearm is not registered and it is bequeathed, it also becomes a different story. Then you need a letter of attestation. And then you must come forward to the police and let them know that my dad used to have this firearm. It's been long, but we realize that it's not registered. And then we want to register it. They will take you through the process, do their own background checks to ascertain that indeed it is not a firearm you smuggled into the system and you want to. Once they ascertain it and you meet all the criteria and you've gone through all your tests. The one that I'm very interested in is the drug test.
The drug test.
The drug test. Yes. Because you know the influence of drugs. Drugs can actually influence you.
Exactly.
You know when these was it tramadol or red or whatever came? And it was very worrying. You could see some of able-bodied youth who could become the workforce of the country. They'll be there standing and sleeping. How comfortable can it be to be standing and sleeping?
Consumption of opioids.
That shows the extent of drugs, the influence. So if someone is under the influence of drugs, can't think well.
In possession,
the things they will do. It means that even if you insult him right now, you see, no equal measure of force. You insult him, hey, I'll show you what I like. So that is
exactly. So RGMI publicity. That is a response to your question you asked on our live streaming on Facebook by Reverend Carl Nianetesua, acting head of communications for the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. And this?
Yes, I have a couple of them on our WhatsApp page as well. So this is coming from Kofi Duma, and then he asked, please, I want to find out those who have registered before and you have now revoked it. Are we going to pay for it again?
All right.
That is his question.
All right. So thank you very much. Now, this question came up. I know when it comes to money issues there. So it came up. It was asked, and the Honorable Minister answered. If you've registered or renewed your license, so by way of education. Now, if you register your firearm, it expires by 31st of December every year. Even if you registered it on the 30th of December, 31st, it has expired.
All right.
Because when you come to renew, when you're coming to renew, you need to go through some checks so that we'll be sure. Because if ammunition were given to you, let's say we gave you 10 ammunition, now you brought 8. What happened to the 2? You know, those kind of things. For those accountability. So now, if you've renewed your license or you've registered your firearm this year, it has been revoked. The Honorable Minister says you will not pay again. He's giving you 3 months window to come forward and say, okay, I want to reapply or re-register so that you'll be subjected to the test that he mentioned, the mental health, the drug test, and then the training before it is issued to you. But the registration fee, you won't pay again because you've already paid for this year.
Okay.
But what you may pay, and it says that, and they are trying to make it just minimal, maybe the mental health and the drug test, because it comes and the training, it comes at a cost.
Okay.
But they are trying to speak to all the parties involved. You know, the Narcotics Commission will be handling the drug test. The Ministry of Health will be handling the mental health. Yes, and then the Ghana Police will also be handling the training. So they are all going to come together, and the minister is going to lead to make sure that the fee that will go for that part of the registration process may be minimal. The cost wouldn't be that huge. But for the registration, those who have done it already, they've either renewed or they've licensed this year, they're not paying for the registration.
So that is within the 3 months?
The 3 months.
Okay.
Yes.
All
So
right.
that's the 3 months window. So people shouldn't do what they did with the amnesty.
Exactly.
When now they are asking for an extension. Don't wait. 3 months, please.
It's
take
enough.
Advantage.
Yeah, it is enough.
Take advantage of it.
Right. So Kofi Adoma, so we have a 3 months window for which you would are allowed to go and re-register. But of course, for that one you pay, but the other tests associated with it, you have to pay for it. So we have another one coming from Emmanuel Enchi. And then he's watching us from Australia.
Wow.
And then he asked, please, I don't think this revoking of license is in the right direction, because you just mentioned that before you renew your license, you must go through other processes. But probably revoking the license is not the best.
All right. So I think, you know, I always say this. When something becomes inconveniencing, we try to actually speak out.
Yeah.
So I understand. But see, let's look at it this way. We all travel. We go to the airport. I may not be a criminal, you may not be a criminal. But when we get there, they will say, remove your shoe, remove your belt. And because you need to be scanned. We do it, it's inconveniencing. But we do it. Why? Because there are people who have always also made up their mind that they will try to beat the system by smuggling.
Yeah.
So yes, it may be inconveniencing, but let's look at the motive and goal of the Honorable Minister. He stated why he's doing it. He said that most people were using the firearms to commit suicide. And he said that the data that the DGCID brought to him a day before coming to engage the press was alarming. And so he needed to take the action. But what I like about all this is that he didn't say, I'm revoking it in perpetuity.
No.
But said, come and reapply.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'll give it to you. But I want to subject you to this test.
Exactly.
You see, if you look at the LI 200, it says the tests that were supposed to be done. They were being done. But it is not as rigorous as it wants it to be done.
Yeah.
And this one will save you. Because like he said, it is not that when you come and then you fail the test and mental, then they say, go. No. They will even help to see if you can be reintegrated. You can be helped. Do you get it? So I think it's good. Yes, it's a little inconveniencing to some of us, but let's look at the good. I always say that if you look at the policy, always look at the merits against the demerits. If the merits far outweighs the demerits, then it should score the good points. So they should take advantage of the 3 months window. They should just reapply. If you go now and reapply, they'll take you through the process. Go do your drug test. Be sure that you are clean. Let me just crack a joke. Someone was saying that if you have intampi in your blood, no gun. But that's just a joke. We need to actually make sure that the firearms are in the right hands.
Absolutely.
So that we can all be safe.
To ensure its responsibility in terms of its use.
You must be a responsible gun owner. Because when you have a firearm and you are in a neighborhood, your children can even move to go and play with someone's child. What if you are irresponsible and then you left the gun loaded and it's lying down and the 2 children are playing thief and police, Juroke police. I'll shoot you.
That we used to do, you know, when we were kids, you know, picks the weapon and normally to impact the charges and then the person is there.
Do you get it? That's why I need to be a responsible gun owner. And so I think it's fair. Just that some people
I think the declaration made by the Honorable Minister wasn't made out of conjecture. It stems out of empirical data that he received from the Director General CID. That you know, over a particular period of time, people kill themselves. You know, so it raises a lot of questions, eyebrows. That you know, what is really the correct mental state of such owners or gun owners? So it tells you that measures must be put in place for going forward to ensure that individuals who are given license are people of, you know, great mental health condition for them to be able to be responsible owners as well. And so I don't think whoever sent that message should see it to be an inconvenience on their part, but it's all about public safety as well.
Right. So Emmanuel Enchi, you've heard from Reverend Carl. So this is stemming out of data collected. There may be inconvenience, but we are all, looking for the end result of it. So let's just abide by it and then go through it. We have one from Nana Kojo in Cancer, and then he's watching us from Ankesim. He says, "Good morning, GH Police TV. If we are going to take this mental health and drug test, then I'm not sure anyone can be registered."
Why?
Nana Kojo.
Why has he given up already?
Exactly. Why have you given up
already?
So early?
Oh, Nana Kojo, but Reverend just mentioned that. If you go through and you are detected, they have to help you and then reintegrate you into society. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's also a solution of assisting us, those of us who may find ourselves in that contest. Right. So I don't need
Yes, I've also received some messages on our WhatsApp platform as well. This one is from Keneisi. Keneisi says that personally, I think the new directive is a step in the right direction because there are a lot of madmen holding firearms in the country. Yes, Keneisi. As you have said, it's a step in the right direction just for public safety and all of that. And then this one is from Black Shako. Black Shako says that, GH Police TV, if you are going to do drug tests on us, how about you too? Because some security officers also misuse the guns. Yes, so Black Shako is saying that it is imperative we also conduct drug tests on some security officers who are also in possession of these firearms, given out for their lawful duties as well. All right, so Black Shako, thank you so much for the message. And that one, our big men have heard you. And I'm going to do justice to that. Okay, thank you so much. So these are the messages that we've received so far. So the test. In the absence of that, I think Reverend will give us his few messages as we are likely to bring an end to our conversation on the platform. So Reverend, let's our viewers know what they are supposed to do if, for example, someone feels that he wants to own a firearm. The advice we'll give them in terms of making a formal approach to the National Commission. And then how they are expected to behave in society to ensure that there is safety in our communities.
All right, so thank you very much. I always say that we need to believe in the security apparatus of the country to protect us. We make the work difficult when we all want to possess a firearm. So the very first step to keep the country safe is allowing the security to do their job. If you think that there is need for you to have a firearm to protect yourself, then come forward. Either speak to the commission or visit any district police, and then indicate the need to register the firearm. Either for self-protection, for protection of property, or for hunting. And then you'll be taken through the process. Now, we also need to know that freedom is inexpensive until we decide to make it expensive. Today we are talking freely, but I've seen people who misuse firearms and freedom has become expensive because they are in jail. Over land issues, I'll show you where power lies. Somewhere in Taifa, about 2 or 3 years ago, a landlord was having an exchange
with the tenant.
You know the story. I'll show you where power lies. Went into the room, brought the firearm, shot the tenants. So now, the rent that you were fighting over, who is going to enjoy the rent? Exactly. That room, who is going to sleep in there? His freedom was free until
it was made expensive.
Now it is expensive. You are no more free. We only have one Ghana, and we should try to protect Ghana. We shouldn't make our freedom very expensive. And then finally, the commission can't be. You see, we are expanding into the regions. We are in 8 of the regions. We are also in the border communities. We recently opened our presence at the airports. We are looking at expanding also to the other airports. But you see, as I'm speaking to you here, I'm just here. Although they are watching on TV and social media, I'm not physically in their homes. So as a commission, we are pleading with Ghanaians to be our eyes out there, to be our ears out there. So that when they see something, they say something. When you see something, say something. So that we can all make sure that we have a safe, free, and gun violence-free Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Carl Ni Anyete Soa, who is the acting head of communications with the National Commission on Small Arms and light weapons. And so this is where we bring an end to our conversation on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. I believe you have learned a lot on the platform. But then, as we usually do, his doors are always open to us. And so over time, he will be coming back to offer education on whichever development that comes up on the same subject matter. Until then, we are going for another break. When we resume, we'll have time and celebrate with June birthday celebrants and their loved ones as well on this platform. So stay on. We'll be right back.
So can I give it?
All right. So before okay, then that's fine. Yeah, the number. Yeah.
So if you want to get in touch with the commission, our number is on WhatsApp.
Okay.
So that even if it's a video, you've gotten an audio, which will serve as evidence, or a picture, you can send it to us. Right. So 059 907 0944.
Okay.
So you can always contact us on 059 907 0944.
Okay.
Thank you very
much.
All
right. So let me once again reiterate the number 0599 070 944. 0599 070 944. So if you have any video, any evidence, any information you may want to seek, please get in touch with the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, and they'll be ready to respond to your calls at any given time within the day. So that was once again the acting head of communications, Reverend Carl Ni Anete Shua, giving out this particular number for our audience as well. So let's enjoy. We'll come back after this break and then continue with other segment before we finally wrap up.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm here to catch it.
What is say?
I'm here to move on away.
I know a mega yo-yo with schoolmate.
What's wrong, catch it?
Hey, it's a sad year. It's a cookie or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up and important. I'm sure number every week. Company no air pay my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say. Company no betia emu half now pay man so betia half sikani na 80,000 enti no sana eti
Mama madafu bia ko bia Canada o na nche no boga bosi akunya abawo egu ye tuma ne say Miss me free Ghana ababa kan mo Canada oh no say me o mani ne say company no omubetia sika omubetia half na betia half nti ni menya mo abo me ho
na na nyo ntede aba sese ni poponu fu bia o maba obako kwa kachira wo say o Canada anan say o France embo abotin ko na akan bia na kachira wo say akonya ba nti akonya agent no awo Nigeria Côte d'Ivoire anan say Burkina Faso nti fa ho na omo wo grata na ho na wo fi na wo ba Canada anaasɛ France anaasɛ abukyire nkuro no aka na wɔnyɛ kasa apɛ sinibu ɛyɛ ntɔ wɔkɔkɔdu hɔ a ɔbɛkye wɔhyɛ dɛm ɔbɛkye wo sika nyinaa wotwa adokɔ nyinaa wɔbɛgye na owie a wɔfɔ so ɔbɛhyew ketee sɛ wɔn nso so fa nnipa mmienu bra na saa nnipa wɔnyɛ amfɔmɔ anko a kɔmbɛgyew saa nkwa bɛ nyinaa nipa no bɛtumi ayɛ wo nua ɛbɛtumi ayɛ obusuani ɛbɛtumi ayɛ wo maa bɛtumi mpo ayɛ papa ɛne ɛma no mfa saa kwanya wo nso na mentu Ghanafoɔ nyinaa nti me nuanom mɛma mo ani nda hɔ na mankɔ ankɔtɔ saa nipabɔne no anaa nipabɔnefoɔ no afidie mu.
All right, folks, it is birthday time. We've got some amazing people celebrating their special day, and so we want to take this opportunity and then share in their excitement live on air. And so, production, if the projections are ready, let's go. All right, so the first happy birthday wish for today goes to Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kojo Asante. This wish is coming from policewoman Constable Sandra Oforiwa, and the message is that you're a fantastic catalyst and a great leader. Cheers to you on your added year. Have a wonderful birthday celebration. Happy birthday to you, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kojo Asante, from policewoman Constable Sandra Oforiwa. Do have a fantastic day as you celebrate your birthday today, sir. All right. Another happy birthday going out to Cadet Officer, Madam Dora Abena Mensah. This wish is coming from your lovely husband, the children, Derek and Deron, and the entire Cause 54 family. Their message is that you are blessed, and all who come to know you shall call you blessed. Happy birthday to a phenomenal woman. Your resilience and dedication to service for God and country have been truly inspiring. I am so proud to see you on the verge of commissioning into the Senior Officer Corps. May your path ahead be as bright as your spirit. Keep shining. This message is coming from your lovely husband, your children, Derek and Deron, and the entire Cause 54 family. Happy birthday once again to you, Cadet Officer, Madam Dora Abena Mensah. Do have an astonishing day today as you celebrate your birthday, fine woman. Right, it is still live in the air on the Safe Star Show. This one is a happy birthday wish going out to policewoman, Chief Inspector, Madam Patricia Brobea Sante. You are with the Police Academy Kitchen. This message is from all the kitchen staff and the personnel of the Ghana Police Academy. They are saying that they are wishing you all the blessings life has to offer. Do have a fabulous day as you celebrate your birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Policewoman Chief Inspector, Madam Patricia Brobe Asante. You are the Police Academy Kitchen. Do have an amazing day, madam, and celebrate well. Right. It is still live in the air once again. A happy birthday wish going out to Detective Policewoman Chief Inspector, Madam Dorcas Ohima Isiama. This message is from Nayas. You are with the Drug Law Enforcement Unit, formerly Narcotics. And her message is that she's wishing you a long life, good health, and prosperity. So happy birthday to you, Detective Policewoman Chief Inspector Dorcas Ohima Isiama. Do have an awesome birthday, gorgeous woman, as you celebrate your birthday today. Chill out and have fun. It is your day. This one happens once in a lifetime, you know. And so take time and celebrate proper. You look gorgeous. Happy birthday to you. Right. Another happy birthday to Inspector Ernest Ampofu. He's with the Kaswa Amanfrom, sorry, District MTTD. This one is coming from my senior brother, Inspector Samuel Sefentri of the Weja Divisional Police Command. His message is that may the lines fall in congenial places for you. Keep shining in all endeavors. So happy birthday to you. I think yesterday was your birthday, so this one is a belated happy birthday to Inspector Ernest Ampofu. You are with the Kaswa Amanfrom District MTTD. This message or this wish is coming from Inspector Samuel Sefa Entry. Do have a fantastic week as you celebrate your birthday as well. Enjoy.
Right. Still in the birthday mood. Celebrating with friends, family, and loved ones.
Yeah.
Right. So this has been done already. So this is a happy birthday going to PW Inspector Ruth Frimpoma, and this is coming from your sister, PW Lance Corporal Roberta Tutua Amponsa.
Ampon. Yes.
Ampon.
Yeah, Tutu Ampon.
Right. So the message is happy wishes to my wonderful sister. May your days be filled with joy, love, good health, and endless blessings. Wishing you success in all you do and happiness that never ends. Stay blessed and keep shining, sis. I really love you. So this is coming from Lance Corporal Roberta Tutua Ampon. It is your birthday, Inspector Ruth Frimpoma. Do enjoy your day, ma'am. Stay safe. And may God continue to guide you in all your endeavors. Still celebrating with families. This is a happy birthday going to Inspector Nanaekuya Sewa Brago Krang. And this is from your dad, Kwesi Krang KK. You are with Ghana Immigration Service here in Accra. The message is he wishes you endless joy, good health, peace, and abundant blessings on this special day. So, beautiful Inspector Nanaekuya Sewa Brago Krang, happy birthday to you. This is coming from your own father, Mr. Kwesi Krang KK. Stay safe, ma'am, and then may the good Lord continue to guide your steps. This is a belated happy birthday going to Sergeant Yabua Boche. You are with the Southern Command, and this is from family, friends, and colleagues. The message to you is, may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace and joy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. So a belated happy birthday going to you, Sergeant Yabua Boche of the Southern Command with the military. Stay safe, bro. It is your day. May God continue to guide your steps. And may the line fall beautifully in place for you. As a happy birthday going to Lance Corporal Sarah Ekuya Adoko. You are with the Labadi Police Station. And this is coming from your husband, Inspector Samuel Mahu. The message is, experience a birthday as enjoyable as your smile. Happy birthday, Lance Corporal Sarah Ekuya Adoko. Have a great one, sis.
All right.
Stay safe.
So this policewoman happens to be the wife of the coach for Police Soccer Academy, Inspector Sam Mahu.
Oh, okay.
And so today happens to be her birthday. She's with the Labadi Police Station,
right?
Our very own,
right?
An ardent view of GH Police Television. So happy birthday to you, policewoman Lance Corporal Sarah Ekuya Adoko, Labadi Police Station. We love you. We love you more. Your husband loves you. You know, experience a birthday as enjoyable as your smile, and then chill out. Once you are with Inspector Sam Mahu today, all bills will be coming from his deep pocket. You understand? You are sorted one time. Yeah, so enjoy. But then do well and remind us. Remember us when you know you're having a fantastic
birthday. Right.
Exactly. So Sergeantess, this wonderful policewoman here in your shots,
right,
is also a staunch view of GH Police Television.
Okay. Right.
Today happens to be a belated happy birthday wish to her. As you can see from her picture, she's so gorgeous.
Take it.
So stunning. Phenomenal.
Take it away.
So belated happy birthday going out to you, policewoman Constable Jessica Sewa. You are in Osekrom, Ashanti Regional Police Command to be precise. This wish is coming from our head of free food, Sergeant John Sawe Amano, here at the Public Affairs. And in fact, the Ghana Police Service. This man, when you are celebrating your birthday and then there is free food, or even having a funeral, and you fail to invite him, then your funeral celebration is not worthwhile.
But since this one is coming from he himself, then he has to make provision for the free food.
No, but the fact that he's even wishing this woman doesn't mean that he is supposed to be the provider for the free food. The provider has to come from the woman who is celebrating.
The woman is not here, so
but Sawe can fly. Once he's in Ghana, the man is everywhere. You understand?
Right.
Yeah. So whether you are within the confinement of Ghana or even beyond, Mr. Free Food is always available. So belated happy birthday going out to you, policewoman Constable Jessica Sewa. You are with the Ashanti Regional Police Command. The message from Sergeant Sawe John Amano says that may this year be filled with beautiful memories, amazing new adventures, and all the happiness you deserve. And as gorgeous and as effervescent as you look, do have an amazing and awesome birthday this week. Belated happy birthday once again to you, policewoman Constable Jessica Sewa. Even if you are planning to have some after party, please consider Mr. Free Food and then by extension the Public Affairs Directorate, Team GH Police Television. We'll make our way and then appear there and come and enjoy free food. Do have a lovely day.
Happy
Fine
birthday
woman.
to you.
Yeah, happy
Jessica
birthday to you.
Sewa.
All right, so this is what we have, or these are the projected birthday celebrants for today. But then, as we always say, there is a dedicated number on your screens. If you're a police officer, you have any loved one, you are even a friend, a colleague from any sister state security agency, do well and send us your picture, your message at least a day before the D-Day, and we'll take time and share in this amazing chapter in your life. But then, let's go ahead and also mention or celebrate individuals who are also celebrating their birthdays on or in the month of June as well. But then before that, let me send this special greetings to an ardent viewer of GH Police Television and a friend of Ghana Police, Nana Osei Mensah. Usually you watch us from Massachusetts in the United States of America. But then currently, I'm told that you are in Columbus, Ohio, still within the States. This greetings is coming from Chief Inspector Isaac Chum Odro, and then my very own self, and all the team here at GH Police Television. So, Nana Osei Mensah, we are giving you massive greetings. We know that you are watching us live from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States of America. All right. So we've got some birthday wishes coming through. This one is a happy birthday wish from our very own Chief Inspector at the Public Affairs Directorate, the Evergreen. Chief Inspector, Mr. Gideon Ohene Boatin. Yesterday was his birthday, so today happens to be a belated birthday to him. We had a very wonderful time with him yesterday where the wife came through with some heartwarming citation, celebrating the husband in a very amorous style to let us know that indeed behind every successful man lies a virtuous woman.
But we didn't mention that station is resourceful. So
exactly. And yesterday, he really surprised us in the office. We had a very good time with the family and then celebrated with him in unison as well. So today, it is not a time for his daughter. So happy birthday to my daughter, Esther Boatin. This wish is coming from your dad, Mr. Gideon Ohene Boatin, Chief Inspector, Senior Station Officer for the Public Affairs Directorate, and the entire office. Our message is that we are wishing you a fantastic year, filled with joy and success. May this year bring you happiness, good health, and many more achievements. So happy birthday going out to you, Esther Boatin. This one is coming from your father, Chief Inspector, Mr. Gideon Ohene Boatin, Senior Station Officer here at the Public Affairs Directorate. Again, another belated happy birthday wish going out to Madam Vivian Frimpong. This one is coming from our brother here, Sergeant Eugene Ofeyansa. And Madam Vivian Frimpong, you are a teacher at Bensere Junior High School, Obuasi, in the Ashanti region. His message is that may this new season bring you greater heights, good health, and continued success in all your endeavors. Remain richly blessed and fulfilled in the year ahead. So this one is a belated happy birthday to Madam Vivian Frimpong. And it's a wish from Mr. Eugene Ofei and Sergeants here at the Public Affairs Directorate. And again, there is another belated happy birthday wish going out to Madam Perfect Inti. Madam Perfect Inti, you are a sister to policewoman Sergeant Juliet Inti. She's with the National Formed Police Unit Clinic here in Accra. And her message is that she prays that God bless your kind hearts and grant you all answers to your prayers. So, belated happy birthday wish going out to Madam Perfect Inti. You are a sister to policewoman Sergeant Julie Inti or Juliet Inti with the National Formed Police Units Clinic here in Accra. Do have a fantastic birthday as well. Now, another happy birthday wish going out to Mr. Stephen Adingo. You are a lecturer at University of Ghana, Legon. Tomorrow is your birthday, so this one is a birthday wish in advance. Happy birthday in advance to you, Mr. Stephen Adingo, a lecturer at the University of Ghana, Legon. And this one is coming from your sister-in-law, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Madam Grace Azure Awulombono, who is with the protocol unit here at the National Police Headquarters. Her message is that thank God for your unwavering love, strength, and guidance. Your presence shapes lives and builds a legacy of kindness, wisdom, and faith. You are truly appreciated today and always. You don't just lead in your profession, you lead with purpose, love, and excellence in your family. Wishing you a wonderful birthday and a rewarding year ahead. So this one is a happy birthday in advance wish to Mr. Stephen Adingo, who is a lecturer at the University of Ghana, Legon. Tomorrow is your birthday. This one is a wish coming from your sister-in-law, ASP, Madam Grace Azure Awulombono of the protocol unit here at the National Police Headquarters. And then once again, there is another belated happy birthday wish coming from a police sergeant at the National Patrol Department, Visibility here at the National Police Headquarters.
Okay.
This one is a belated happy birthday wish going out to little Brian Mauli Yao Bemu. You turn 10 years on the 23rd of June 2026. That was yesterday. You are a student of Queen Jane School at Nungwa. This one is from your dad, Mr. Eric Elom Bemu. He's so proud of you. He loves you and is glad to have you as a son and friend. So God is always with you, so do not fear. This is a message coming from your dad and also from your little brother, Jaden. He loves you and grateful to have you as a brother. So God bless you. And then belated happy birthday to you, champ, from your father to Brian Mauli Yao Bemu, who turned 10 years yesterday, 23rd June 2026. And so from your father, Mr. Eric Elom Bemu, and then your other siblings as well, we are wishing you a fantastic birthday, grow up to become a superstar, and then may God grant you the knowledge for you to navigate your academic journey. So this is a happy birthday wish coming from your dad as well. And then lastly, there is this wish coming from a wife to the husband, Sarentes. Yeah, so this one is a very heartwarming message coming from Mrs. Hannah Apeu Edinkra to your lovely husband. And the message reads that, happy birthday to my king, Kwedo Apeu Edinkra. You are God's gift to me and our family. We are grateful for your love, your leadership, and everything you do for us. May this new year bring you more favor, strength, and everything your heart desires. I love you, my dear. From Mrs. Hannah Apeu Edinkra, the children of Brimpong, Ohima, and Ohene, to their lovely father, whose birthday is today, Mr. Kwedo Apeu Edinkra. Do have a fantastic day as you celebrate your birthday today. You are loved by your wife and children, and we pray for long life, prosperity, and then deep pockets as well. Right, so Sanites, do you have other birthday wishes?
I have one to give out. So this is a happy birthday going to Angela Aidu. Today happens to be your birthday. I pray for good health, long life, and grace from God on high to you. Continue to be the amazing person you are. This is coming from my very self to you, dear. Stay safe, and may God continue to guide your steps. Happy birthday to you, Angela Aidu. Right, Sergeant Poity.
Okay, so I think that would do for the birthday wishes on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. Once again, let me germinate that there is a dedicated number on your screens. If you're a police officer, you are a loved one, you are an ardent viewer of GH Police Television, or even you're a colleague in any of the state security agencies, please don't relent. Send us your picture, your message at least a day before, and we'll do well and celebrate and then share your excitement on the same platform. We are grateful for the time you've given us on today's edition, where we hosted the acting head of communications of the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, telling us about their mandate and also speaking to yesterday's press conference by the Honorable Minister for the Interior with respect to the conclusion of the 2025-2026 gun amnesty program, its conclusion or the window being shattered. Now it's about robust enforcement. You've learned a lot about, firearm acquisition and its registration and all of that. And so please don't relent to come to the police or even the commission when you have any ambiguity surrounded. But then there's also a dedicated number where we'll be displaying on your screens. You can call for any information needed. But quickly before we, draw the curtains on today's edition, this one is a birthday wish that we just received. And as the saying always go, it is better late than never. So this one is a happy birthday to Inspector Emmanuel Ebo Ninsin of Kumasi Central MTTD. May your day be blessed. This one is coming from your mother, ASP Madam Rebecca Ninsin, Cantonment's Divisional Finance Officer. Right, so happy birthday going out to Inspector Emmanuel Ebo Ninsin. You are with the Kumasi Central Motor Traffic and Transport Department. Your mother is saying that may your day be blessed. This one is from ASP Madam Rebecca Ninsin, who is with the Cantonment's Divisional Finance. She's in fact the finance officer at the Cantonment's Divisional Police Command. So do have a fantastic and a fabulous day as you celebrate your birthday today. We are sending a big gratitude to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohunu, and sedulous members of the Police Management Board again. Another whooping gratitude going out to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Madam Grace Ansa Akrofi, Director General Public Affairs Directorate, DSP Mr. Richmond, Mensa Staff Officer, ASP Mrs. Angela Kumi in charge of social media, and then every individual who works at the Public Affairs Directorate. Again, we are grateful to our production team led by Chief Inspector Isaac, Chum, Odruin, and all the other guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Yao, Boite Boatin, your host, and I was joined by the Halcyon policewoman,
Sergeant Teresa Addo.
Until we come your way on Friday with a Camouflage Friday edition of the Safe Start Show. Keep enjoying the rest of our programs. It is goodbye for now.